with skating, it's always like cyclical, right? Like we go through spurts of where like there's a ton of people joining, picking up skateboarding, and then there's a ton of people, like kind of like falling off and not skating so much. So, I mean, right after, like during the pandemic and right after, like that was probably like one of the biggest peaks in like local, skateboarding like popularity. Everyone is picking up skateboards. It's kind of a whole like melting pot of things, right? Because skateboarders are not just skateboarders now, right? They're like artists, like you said, they're chefs, they dabble into a whole bunch of other different, hobbies, lifestyles that kind of, blend into the skateboarding lifestyle.
It's just up to, I guess, your personality, and that in itself is an art form, and it is like a lifestyle for sure, like surfing, right? Like anything. I think skateboarding it's just one of the things that it's culture already in its sense, you know what I mean? Down to the point where it made it to the Olympics. So I think something like that will last forever. And like with anything, with skateboarding, like if you really wanted to, you can make it to the Olympics. You could I don't know, you can make a skate shop, whatever it is.
Yeah. We get a lot of customers here, like people that started skating in the late 90s, early 2000s, bringing their kids here. Oh man, I want to get them into this, bringing them to the park. And for the most part, like the community, the skate community has been like welcoming all the new skateboarders with open arms. With like the new shapes and all that, there's kind of like a hybrid between the old shapes and the new shapes, like a little bit wider boards, as opposed to like stuff from like 10 years ago where we're all like popsicle shaped, like skinnier boards 10-15 years ago, in comparison to like like we were saying, like 20-30 years ago, the old school bigger, wider boards.
Nobody like rides a board like stock, right? Like as soon as you get it, or over time, you begin to you modify it, you make it your own, you add, your own
character.
Yeah. Talk about that, like how skaters actually like kind of like make the board their own.
I mean, like with a skateboard, there's
different wheels, different compounds, right?
Yeah. So like from the wheels, like the hardness, the size.
Do you like to slide, or do you like to are you gonna be on the road?
The shape of it. From your trucks, the width, the height of it, and then even down to like your grip tape, how grippy you want it, if you want it to have like a design. There's like people personalize skateboards, like they personalize their car, if there's endless possibilities. On Guam, there's not too much transition skating. Most people do like basic street type skating with like ledges and like boxes and like little flat bar rails. If you look at the skate park, there's the Derrido skate park, and then the Tumuning DIY one. A lot the local community they've done a great job kind of like upkeeping that themselves and building the things that they want to skate. There's a lot of like handmade boxes out of like hollow blocks and stuff like that. And I feel like because that's the type of skating that almost anyone can do. The skill level can range from like beginner to like intermediate. That's the type of skateboarding I think that's the most popular here on island.
It's super wide. It's like punk rock. It's hip hop. It's graffiti. It's skating. It's like everything. You know what I mean?
There's a wide variety, and it's for the most part they're pretty welcoming. If a new person, a new skateboarder, someone from off island visiting pulls up to the skate park, there's not going to be any problems. Like everyone would, they'll be there, showing them the way, or kind of like if a new skater comes onto the island, showing them the local skate spots. As long as the respect is shown, respect's given. So
hospitality, for sure.
Yeah, definitely. So yeah, I mean, it's pretty inclusive scene here. We have a lot of repeat customers that shown their support since day one, and we've seen them grown from kids all the way to young adults for the past like 11 years. We've been servicing the skate community for over a decade, and it wouldn't be possible without the support of the customers that have grown with us.